Okay, welcome back to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com. Taped in front of a live Bud Light drinking audience. We are rocking and rolling tonight. We are live and in color here at the corner of the bar. We got some injured, some not. Some just ready to drink some icy cold Bud Lights. We're going to talk a little sports. We're going to talk to Sixers. Obviously, the Sixers showed up for one game finally.
You know, they kept it tight a lot of these games.
They did. But, you know, the one I forgot, I heard on Mike Missinelli the other day. He was reading an article someone wrote, and he said, the Sixers' greatest they play is not as good as the Heat playing just good. Right. You know, you can obviously see the talent different, and we're missing some parts on this team. You know, we're relying too much on Iguodala. I mean, you saw last night, the game that they won, he didn't touch the ball at all. You know, but then you know what? I'll take that for Iguodala. They always talk about him making the last shot and stuff. But he drove in the thing and he passed it back out. Now, if he would have drove in and dunked it, everyone went crazy and Iguodala took charge of the team and stuff. But the big guys, Turner and Williams and Drew Holiday, had some big threes at the end of the game yesterday. I mean, but it's a learning experience for the team. And people were jumping on this band, like everyone's so hyped up to jump on the bandwagon. You're not going to beat the Miami Heat in 7 games. Right. There's no chance,
but Jimmy,
unless we caught lightning in a bottle. I mean, you know, I don't care how many pep talks that Doug Collins is going to give you. He had a great year with a team of nobodies, a team that nobody scored average over 20 points. I think Iguodala leads the team in scoring. It might be 17.
He sucks, man.
Yeah.
What I liked about that game, LeBron was getting knocked down a little.
Right. You know,
because he started doing his dunking, doing his like Muhammad Ali mouth open, and then a couple times he had breakaways. And Halls or whatever his name is, they hit him in the back, and he's laying under the net.
Right.
And that's what I would have done from day one.
Right.
But they were intimidated, of course, by this big stud thing. And Miami ain't going nowhere. I have never hated a player more than LeBron.
Why do you hate LeBron so much?
I hate him. I hope he dies on the court.
Why though?
Honest to God, I hate him.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
I do. When you dunk over a Meeks and you stand there, you are absolutely.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Don't they all do that?
No, not like that. No, he's embarrassing. He's an embarrassing individual.
Okay.
He's LeBron because he's the most hated player in the NBA.
Well, he is because of what he did.
Right.
He's
He would be though if he stayed.
He would have been. If he would have been in Cleveland, he would have been fine. Or
he
could have went to Miami and just said, "I'm going to Miami."
Right.
Day one, they're offering me the most money, or this is where I want to go to win a championship. I'm going to win it. You know what? Because I go back to all that time when he was in Cleveland. You know what? That owner went out and did everything, got every possible player he could possibly fit into that salary cap. Because the NBA salary cap is like hell.
It's all messed up.
I mean, it's you'll know that over the next couple of years with the Sixers. We have to wait till after next year before we can even think of getting somebody.
We're gonna
have to get another mid-level exception or trade Iguodala, and no one wants him because everyone knows what Iguodala is. It's been 8 or 9 years in the league. Unless you need a second-tier superstar, which at a max contract, no one wants him. He's not a draw. You're not going to see him. He's not fancy, you know. But there's some players on this team that might be, you know. And people are like, you know, getting ready to crucify Turner. He's a young guy. I mean, get off his case. It's his first year.
Give him a break.
Yeah,
right. How many players have developed?
John Wall, I mean, it's such a drop-off. That's what sucks right now.
Yeah, but did John Wall make it to the playoffs?
No.
No, but they had the number 2 pick, and they got he was the college player of whatever the hell they gave him.
They did what they had. That's the one that everyone's going to do.
Thad Young is looking good to me.
Yeah, but
right.
What is he though? He's a
but
bench
you know what?
guy,
I think the problem with him is.
You know what I mean?
What's that?
He's always going to be a bench guy.
But he could be your 6th man.
Holiday will always be an all-right point guard. Turner is.
They're talking about Holiday becoming a superstar, dude.
Holiday's young.
He's 20 years old.
He's young.
There's no one. Okay, that core. Name me the core of that team. Young, Turner, and Holiday. You're going to tell me one of those 3 are going to be a superstar? No way, man.
I didn't say superstar, but a legitimate NBA player.
That core,
you never know.
They're all really good 6s.
I don't know.
I'm not
That's
sold.
why they call them the 76ers. That's why they need 7 Sixers.
Oh, and Iguodala would be great if he was making 1% of what he's.
If he was making $8 million, you would love him because he's a hard worker.
You got to pay somebody.
Elton
Brand was the big free agent out there. They loved him. They didn't know
he had a good year this year, though.
I
mean, I think guys like Thaddeus Young and some of these guys, maybe even Iguodala. I mean, the coaching carousel in the Sixers. We talked about that with the Flyer segment. The coaching carousels in the Sixers was crazy. I mean, you know, and then they had that schlub last year.
Oh my!
Yeah, and then they moved to Tony DeLeo or whatever. He sucked. You know, him and his stupid offense crap. He sucked. They sucked. The guy before sucked. You know, Eddie Jordan. He was horrible.
It was embarrassing.
Princeton offense. It was an embarrassment to call it the Princeton offense. Peter Carrillo, I think, punched him in the face. That's why he had all the black eyes.
Thank goodness.
Well, it all might change because I could see basketball going. Isn't this the last year of their contract? CBA?
Yeah, they might not be there next year.
I could see that's going to be an issue because I thought they were going to say they're going to make less money.
Yeah, they want to take a cut.
Right.
Which is great for college basketball.
Well, because a lot of the attendance is way down.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to pay to see them play. I don't care.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a lot of teams
They weren't sold out yesterday in Game 4.
They're not gonna.
Yeah. They drew like 18, I think, but they didn't sell out.
I'm not going to pay.
Well, that's because no one wanted to really see the last game.
You got to get rid of those guaranteed contracts.
Guaranteed contracts. They got to get rid of what the football system is and do the
football
profit
like,
sharing.
You're going from a guaranteed system to like for football. I mean, you start to suck, you're done. No more.
Right.
That's
what we want.
Suck, get out of it.
I don't want to see these guys. Some of these guys are still getting paid. They haven't played in 2 years because of injuries. They're trading their contracts around.
Finally plateaued where we can't give you no more.
Right.
It's done. It's gotta.
That's going to have a year layoff.
We couldn't go down to. How much do you think if us four went to a Sixers game tonight? If we got a good seat in the bowl, like the best 6 sections. First of all, it's $110 a ticket.
Exactly.
Then it's $7 a beer. Then $4 a hot dog. Then if we want a program, it's $5 a program.
When AI played his last season with the Sixers, I had preseason tickets. They were $139. I have it hanging in my thing. $139 tickets for preseason. They were giving.
Did you get to wipe him off when he came off the bench?
We were 5 back. I yelled at him. Hey, I wasn't that close. I couldn't touch him, but $139, and that was AI's last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Who can afford $139 to watch a preseason game?
I don't know.
It's outrageous.
But they got to figure it out, you know?
They don't even watch. The ratings are down. They don't even want to watch it on TV, for Christ's sake.
I just heard that on, what was it, last week, the Phillies drew a 12 rating. The Phillies, Sixers, and Flyers were all playing at the same time. Phillies drew a 12 on TV, which is really good. The Flyers drew a 6, and the Sixers drew a 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
6 for hockey. 6 for hockey is incredible. I mean,
Phillies are incredible. I mean, look, everywhere you go, there's
Oh, you saw the San Diego. We'll bring that up next segment.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we grab an icy cold Bud Light, and we'll be right back with some more Barroom Blitz.
.com.